Hello. So I was with fifth grade again this week at the Boys and Girls Club. There weren't a lot of kids there because they had a party this week, like that they left to go do. If they got like a certain number of tickets, so it was kind of hard. There wasn't really a lot of people to talk to. But some things that did stick out, and I forgot to mention this last week and this week. The kids started making comments about like their family dynamics and stuff, and how a lot of them like either have like stepdads or their dads aren't in their life, and it's just like their mom, and they're like half siblings and stuff. And it was interesting. One girl said that her half sister was like fluent in Spanish, and she knew like no Spanish, but it's because her dad is Mexican and speaks Spanish to her, but they have different dads. So I think that was probably like an interesting dynamic for her, living in a house that has such like a difference in their language and stuff, and race. So it was just kind of interesting how like open the kids were with talking about that type of stuff. Even one girl was like, yeah, I don't see my dad because he drinks all the time. Like, so that was kind of, I don't know, most of the time I feel like parents kind of like hinder that from their children, so that they don't like know what's going on in their relationship. But a lot of them had stuff like that, and you know, you just always picture like little like white families having perfect families and stuff, and a lot of them like didn't and had a lot of diversity in that, like family diversity, and the dynamic of their family. So that was kind of interesting. And then the other thing that stuck out, so I started like looking around the school and stuff, and I was walking by, and they have unisex bathrooms. They don't have women and men's bathrooms. So I thought that was pretty cool, because I haven't seen that in a lot of schools. I feel like, you know, now that like it's becoming more present of an issue, I think places are starting to adapt to that. But I know at the time I was in school that still hadn't really been a thing yet. So that was kind of cool to see. They were like just single stalls. And then the other thing was there was outside the art room there was like a gay pride flag, and it said like you are loved the way you are, something like that. So it was also, I thought, good to see like that being represented. And then once you kind of start looking at that stuff, you start noticing it a lot more, and there was a lot more like diversity signs that, you know, said like we're all beautiful the color we are, stuff like that. So that was kind of cool, but it just made me think like with the bathrooms and the like gay pride flag and stuff. I feel like at my age in elementary school, like especially with like kindergartners and stuff, I just don't know if they like understand all that, and I think that's why I didn't fully understand all that, because like it just wasn't around for me to see in school and stuff, and like people just didn't talk about it because they almost wanted to like hide it from us, I feel like. But now that like kind of the culture has changed and just the perspective on that, it's like becoming more, like I said, a present topic and like idea to talk about in society. I think like younger children are starting to be told that stuff more, and just that's being taught more so that they can understand it better versus like hiding it from them. So I think all those techniques were kind of cool to see like in the classroom, because I feel like the younger you start talking about that, the more the better you understand it and like are accepting of it. And then the other thing with like the signs and stuff, kind of like we talked about in class, how like food day, like culture food days aren't talking about culture and stuff, but I hope they do more like lessons than just like having signs around that, you know, talk about different people's races and stuff. So yeah, it was a good week. Bye.